Can't tell if I'm recording, but I think I am. Yes, I am.
Yes,
Okay,
you
so
are.
welcome everybody. This talk is really just to share with you how I find my vision board is actually helping me through this time of uncertainty. So I'm going to open up the screen share and I'm going to show you my little slide deck that I've got here. I will put it on play. There we go. Can you see that? Okay, so the benefits of a Create Your Dream Life Vision Board. I am doing a workshop coming up, and if you are interested, you can send me a note over email and I will give you that information. But today we're going to discuss how a vision board can be used as a compass, a flashlight, or a map when we can't quite see what's on the other side of uncertainty, how it can provide an opportunity for clarity and direction. And yesterday I wrote a little post on Instagram about using the metaphor sort of like for what we're dealing with right now with this whole pandemic. I liken it to the idea of driving down the highway and then all of a sudden hitting a very thick patch of fog. And so we immediately have to slow down, take our foot off the gas, and proceed with safety, caution. But the thing is, we still know that on the other side of that fog, at some point, we will have visibility again. Things will come back into clarity. And I was like, we have faith, we have evidence from past experiences that going through fog, you come out the other side. So I was kind of thinking, the vision board, my vision board for me, when this whole COVID thing made us have to go into this physical distancing, I at first was like, how am I going to accomplish what I had hoped to accomplish? And I had put a lot of that on my vision board, but it gave me time to pause, and all of us time to pause and start to think about things differently. But I still look to my vision board as that roadmap. I'm just thinking about how I will be doing things differently. So moving forward, I have been referred to as the queen of vision board, and I wear that crown proudly. I really do have a passion for helping others tap into their imagination and really dream big and dream beyond, dream better than what they may have originally thought that they could accomplish. Here's a picture of a group of women that I worked with last year. I guess it was even just this past December when we were all working on our 2020 boards. And I have always loved doing these in person. I mean, they are digital, which is amazing because I can do them online, but I really do. If you've ever read the book Strengths Finder and got your top 5 strengths, I would highly recommend it. But my top strength is connectedness, and relator is in there as well in my top 5. So I really love relationships and connectedness in person, but online, like this kind of connection is a good close second, and thank goodness for it. Okay, so moving forward, some of the benefits of creating a vision board or having a vision board to refer to already is we gain clarity, like I mentioned, even when we're driving in that fog patch, or even when we're in that uncertain time that we're all feeling. The vision board as a compass can bring us back to clarity. The other thing is it reminds us of our why. So when we are putting together a vision board, we want to make sure that we're aligned, and not just putting things on the vision board that we feel we should be doing, or that maybe somebody else has in mind for us. This is work that we do that comes straight from our soul. We're all here to be the highest expression of ourselves, and the vision board helps bring that out of us. Even so many women, and there's a few men too who have done the vision board workshop with me, who come in with one idea, and then after doing some of the reflective and planning work before we actually get into doing the vision board, end up realizing that there's some other things that have come up for them through that work, and they decide, I'm scrapping this original idea, I'm going to do something completely different. And it's really exciting to see what comes up. But you want to know your why. Like, why do I want this? And how do I feel? It's all about how I feel. Deep down, you want to feel excited, inspired, creative, all those reasons for putting things on that board. And another benefit is actually manifesting these things. So it's taking the idea from just being a possibility, turning it into a probability, and then making it an inevitability. And obviously there's work to be done around that. We can't just put a vision board on the bulletin board and say, why isn't anything, happening for me? There's action that needs to take place, but things will be made manifest if you continue with effort and faith, and looking at your vision board and taking baby steps, even in the uncertainty, even in the fog patch. You keep taking baby steps. Some of those baby steps may or may not work out, but it's like throwing darts at the dartboard. You constantly want to be putting in some type of action step. Even you don't have to know the how. Okay, that's really important here too. You don't have to know the how. You don't have to try and figure it all out in your head. Those big dreams, a lot of the time, we don't know how it's going to manifest. And the great thing is that when you don't try and micromanage it, that's where the universe and a lot of interesting serendipities or synchronicities come into play that you could never have imagined. So it's more about putting it out there, taking continual action, and then seeing how things kind of surprisingly turn out, and usually better than you could have imagined. Okay, so what holds people back from making these boards? A lot of times people say, I don't know what I want. Like they haven't actually given themselves the time to tap into their imagination. It's been a really long time. They've been letting life direct them. They've kind of been, as Bob Proctor likes to say, an audience member in their own life. So they're just kind of the extras as opposed to the actor in the starring role. Other people might say, I don't have the time. I haven't had the time to think about this. Life is living me, and I have a family, I have responsibilities, and I just don't have the time to think about my big dreams. And some other people might say, I've tried it before and it didn't work. So that kind of circles back to what I was saying before. There's a few things that come into play with making a vision board. It's not just making a pretty picture and never looking at it again. It's tying in a few different steps. Here's an example of a vision board that I made for 2020. And this is just my business vision board. So the vision board experience, I like to call it, as opposed to workshop, because it is actually an amazing experience, allows you to explore the type of vision board that you want to make. We look at all aspects in a holistic way of your entire life. We look at relationships, finances, home environment. What else do we look at in life? Spirituality, business, career, that sort of thing. So we look at all different areas of our life. And when we do the vision board, most people like to do an all-encompassing, holistic life work vision board. But some people actually just want to focus on one area. And so you're allowed to do that. You're welcome to do that if you only want to focus on your business, or say if you're right now under these circumstances, maybe your vision board is all about health and how to remain healthy, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Or maybe you want to make a vision board all about your family and your relationships. You can do that, or you can just do, a couple of different areas on your vision board. Here is my other vision board. Oops. This is sort of my all-encompassing one. This has a bit of lifestyle, it has a bit of work, it has a bit of family, it has relationships. Of course, I love travel. So, and my business is very important too. So I've got the logo in there. We can put, like you saw on the one behind, or the earlier one, I put my theme for the year, which is SOAR. You can put words on there, quotes, picture of yourself, that sort of thing. Make it really personalized. So yeah. So as I mentioned before, in doing this work, after you've got your vision board, unwavering faith is really important, as is committed, persistent, consistent effort. And when I talk about effort, the actions, and I've got them written down here, actions that make you move closer to your ideal result, actions that will most likely take you out of your comfort zone. And that's a big one, because creating the vision board is actually quite an easy and fun and creative, inspiring thing to make. It's fun to dream big. But the work that actually comes into play once your vision board is done is we have to create short-term goals. So like the vision board is the big vision, but then we need to, hi Judy, Judy's here. We need to chunk it down into bite-sized short-term goals. And that's where the scary part comes in, because a lot of the time, those action steps required, you saw on my vision board there, it's got a picture of a woman with a microphone in her hand talking to a huge audience. I have big dreams. I'm going to have to do things that are going to take me out of my comfort zone. Again, all baby steps to get there. For example, I did my first Facebook Live yesterday. I'd never done that before. So that's just one tiny baby step, getting me out of my comfort zone to take me to that next place of eventually, like I said, possibility to probability to inevitability, so that it'll be inevitable that one day I'm standing with a microphone on a stage. And I don't know how that's going to happen. I am not hanging on to the how at all, but I have that unwavering faith, and I will keep putting in the effort. So that's kind of my little spiel on the benefits of creating a vision board in uncertain times. And I would love to just open it up. If you want information on the next upcoming vision board event, that's actually happening online and happening very soon with Judy, in collaboration with Judy. I'm excited. I think everybody on this call knows Judy, and I believe Noelle has already signed up. Judy is I love Judy. I've loved her for a long time. And she now does these amazing ceremonial sacred cacao circles. And she, I've gone to it, one that she did before. And ever since then, I've been getting her cacao and I do my own cacao ritual every morning, and it helps in setting intentions. It helps while I'm doing that, I'm looking at the vision board and setting out my intention for what little action steps I'm going to be doing. And again, with this time of uncertainty, even if we're just putting in very, very small action steps, that's really all that matters. And I mean, you don't have to do it every day. Of course, right now it's a challenging time and maybe you just don't feel like doing it. And when you make these action steps, you want them to be inspired action steps. Otherwise, the energy is not behind it. So, but yes, going back to Judy, she's going to be opening the event. It's a 4.5-hour retreat. So it's going to be wonderful because you'll get that elevated experience with Judy opening it, and it's going to, you know, open up the creativity and the inspiration for, you're going to walk out with an awesome digital vision board and be totally psyched and feel hopeful for the future and feel hopeful for what's on the other side of this. And actually, like, you can still be manifesting things while this is going on too. So that's exciting. It's not like it all has to happen when this is over. So yes, I will open it up. How about I take off the slideshow? And if anybody has some questions or wants to share anything.
I do.
Noelle.
Hi, I'm so excited to take this online version. I always wanted to do it in person, and I'll do it in person again, but just the fact that we're home and you and Judy are going to offer this is amazing. So I have a couple questions. So one, you mentioned that book, the Strengths Finder book. Who's the author of that, Lisa?
I think if you just, it's by Gallup. So if you've heard of the Gallup poll, if you just Google Strengths Finder 2.0 is the book.
Okay.
And then Gallup will come up, and you can order the book, like the physical book, but I think you can actually also, because when you have the book, it gives you an access code to type in online to do the assessment. So you have to have the book to do the assessment. And then once you have your top 5 strengths, you would just look in the book and it explains what those 5 strengths are and how they will help you.
I think I have an idea, because I saw that on your vision board, you had SOAR, which was your word.
Yeah.
Is that something we're going to explore, or should I kind of come into that workshop already knowing?
Yeah, you know, you don't have to come in with any preparation whatsoever other than the cacao. But coming to the workshop, there are worksheets that we do. We have lots of time to go deep with that, and we come up with a word or a theme for the year. So you don't, lots of people say, what do I have to do beforehand? Now, one thing that I do send out to all the participants is I send out something, I'm going to be sending it out today, it's called a dream sheet. So it's a little bit of homework that you get to do on your own time leading up to the vision board. It helps get the wheels in motion, and it gets the creative juices flowing, and you start to dream a little bit, so that it's not the same as the worksheets that we do on in the event, but it actually helps you come with some ideas already.
Great.
So that's I'll be sending that out.
And I have one question for Judy. So Judy, I just bought a huge bag of the organic cacao powder, not cocoa, it is cacao.
Yes.
So what else will we need for the ceremony? Like, do we need other spices or?
Yeah, I can send you, if you want to give me your email, I can send you the recipe. You don't have to follow this recipe exactly as is. It's just that it is a phenomenal, delicious recipe with no sugar, and it's got all these beautiful spices and things in it. Or you can choose whatever you like at home, but I can send you the recipe. And so have that with you. Have a little like espresso sized cup with you. So nothing too big, like a little espresso size or a little bit bigger. You don't want to have too much, and we'll
You don't
talk
want to
about
have one
why.
like this.
Yeah, no. We'll talk about why, because that's like, this is a heart opening medicine. And if we drink a lot, woo, it can actually bring out a lot of emotion. So there's a time and a place to do the bigger amount, but definitely for the circles and for a morning ritual, which we'll talk about how you can then bring it into your life to expand your awareness day by day by day. So that would be perfect. Yeah. So you'll see in the recipe things like cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg. My favorite things, I even like orange essential oil. So you might have essential oils at home that you absolutely love and you want to play with, sometimes peppermint. On the recipe, I talk about how important it is to put like literally a little fraction of the oil. And I talk about how to like put it into a spoon, drop one into a spoon, and then spoon, literally disperse it all over the spoon so that now that little drop is like the tiniest little drop that goes into your pot. Okay. So it's all about, yeah, really at the end of the day, it's whatever, makes your heart sing, whatever you love, your spices. But I love to share mine in case people are like, I don't know where to start. It's
Great.
Delicious. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So you'll have it with you and it'll be nice and warm by the beginning. So you'll have it warm, but once we start, you'll have it in the cup, even though I do spend about 10, 15 minutes talking first about it before we drink, it'll still be a little bit warm, which will be perfect. Yeah.
Okay. And you'll send out the information for that.
I will send Judy your email address.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And then I will email you the PDF. Yeah, it's a beautiful PDF that you'll get.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too.
This is so great. I want to, if I can, just while I'm speaking, if it's okay, I'd love to share. I know some of you have seen this already, but this was the vision board I created at Lisa's workshop, where I went to her live workshop. I think it was December. This is this gorgeous template, which I had never done a vision board on a template. So she gives you this incredible template. We drop in these pictures. It was so beautiful because I've done vision boards for years and years and years and years. And the fact that she helps you through the different areas of your life, like she guides you through this whole process by the time you actually go online and find your pictures, so that you're in a really clear place and so that you're in a place of including your whole life. Because that's what I found in my life in the past with vision boards. I'll focus on one area, it's like business. Then I do this one big business one, and then everything else kind of gets forgotten in my vision board. And the importance of aligning all of that. Although some of you may have a specific area you want to focus on, and even if you do, the fact that you'll hear her talk about all the areas and how to guide you through that is such a beautiful process. So I'm so grateful because I just love Lisa to pieces. I love what she's doing. I think I'm such a visual person, and everything that's visual is so important to me. And that's why I love vision boards. And I've never seen a vision board workshop like hers. It's so incredible. And the one I went to had all these people who had come a second time, who had manifested all this stuff from their first vision board, and now they were coming to create another vision board. And I was like, what's going on here? So it's amazing. I'm just so grateful that we're collaborating so that I can help to open up all of your hearts, because that's what I'm going to help to do, is with the cacao, blast open your heart. And you're going to learn about, what this means. How does it open up your heart? It's going to open up your heart in such a beautiful place, and it's going to expand your awareness into a place where, if you can imagine the infinite, right? We've got this beautiful infinite that we are part of. We are part of the source energy. Well, the more we become expanded to it, the more we believe in it and see in it, which is what cacao does. It opens up our heart and expands our awareness. Then we can start to be open to even other ideas that maybe we didn't even think of. We think we know what we want based on what we see around us, but yet the infinite sees everything. And so starting to open up to that is such a beautiful process.
It's true. Yeah. I'm really excited. Does anybody else have any questions or anything?
I just need a little reminder of the date of your workshop.
It's actually on Tuesday.
I guess that's the 7th, I think, right? Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yes. 10 a.m., 10 to 2:30. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Well,
Thank you. I'm
thank
so
you.
sorry that I hopped in late. I'm so sorry I hopped in late. I was actually finishing a call. That's why I'm sitting here
Yeah,
with someone else. I'm so sorry that I
it's
hopped in
totally
late.
fine.
Oh,
It's totally fine. I recorded this.
yes.
And yeah, so for anybody that may want to watch it later, I do have it recorded. And yeah, I'm just excited to have done this. It actually helped me put together a little slideshow too, which I'm
I just
happy with the slideshow. So again, that's a baby step, right? Like just bringing myself a little bit further along in the business. Yeah, and just one thing I thought I'd share. What one person who came to Vision Board workshop last summer, she came in thinking that she was going to be doing one of these integrated all areas of life vision board. But then when she actually got down to doing the physical part in the template, she decided after doing all the reflective work, she was only going to focus on significant other on a relationship. And she hadn't been in a relationship for several years. Well, she did that vision board, and I kid you not, within 6 weeks, she had found a boyfriend, and she's still with him today. So that was last June. She met him late August, and now they're together, like still in love, full on in love. And she's done an interview with me. It's a testimonial on like a blog. Actually, I put it on my website because I've got the interview that we did on YouTube. Just shows like how quickly things can change. It just got her very clear. It's about getting clear, and yeah, without clarity, we're just kind of fumbling around, and it's a bit wishy-washy. So the more clear we can get, the better it becomes for us to take those action steps.
Lisa,
Yes.
when will you have a next one? Because Tuesday doesn't work for me.
I will probably, I mean, Judy and I will probably be doing more of these. I personally, I think my next scheduled one is June. I usually do them every quarter.
Okay. I'll look for
So
the
it would
next.
probably be early June.
Okay.
If I stick to that, like I usually do early December, early March, early June, and early September. Because some people like to do them quarterly. I've got some people who have purchased like a whole year in advance. And they just come every quarter.
And
So
are they usually just done during the daytime?
these days, yes.
Okay.
Are you, do you work?
I do.
Okay.
So I'm on vacation this week, but I still go into work.
Right.
And yeah, but I'll look to see if there's other, like, yeah, I'll look, because it might be on a day off I have already scheduled. I just don't know that calendar right now, but
Okay.
I'll look and see.
Okay. Well, I'll
Perfect.
keep you posted. If you want to, we share these things. You're in the Happy Healthy Women group, right?
Yes, I just joined.
Yes, I remember from Monday you being on that
Yes.
call. So yeah, you'll be informed, or if you follow
Cool.
Judy or follow myself, we're both on Facebook and on Instagram. So making announcements often. Or you
Awesome.
could sign up to my email newsletter too, because then that would keep you informed.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, ladies. Well, that concludes. And I don't think I talked too much.
No, it was perfect. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you,
Okay,
Judy.
Thanks so much.
See you on Tuesday.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, ladies.
Have a great
Thanks
day.
again for everything.
Bye-bye. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.